Those reptiles, they don't know the secret of shinobi. They don't know how to shadow dance. They don't know true jujitsu. They don't know spiritual kung fu. They don't know how to use rouge to slip in and out of view. They don't know how to not be seen approaching. They don't know how to use stealth when they're under attack. These are reptiles. These are part of the Union Lizard, the United Reptilian Agenda. And I'm not talking about aliens and all that kind of stuff. We leave that up to other creators to talk about those things. I'm talking about, spiritually speaking, folks can be reptilian. Like their base habitat is desert, hot desert, deserted. They like it hot and they like it desolate and they like it dry. You know, these folks are like, they don't take on the river of life. They like deserted. They like desolation. They like the opposite of hydration. They want to drain you, not necessarily fill you. They want to pull you down, not really lift you up. They want you to be heavier and not lighter. They're part of the Union Lizard. They taste the air. They move with their tongue. They let their taste guide them. Instead of using wisdom and rationale and logic. They are led by their appetite. These are reptiles. Is even in their biological nature at this point. They starting to really resemble reptiles. Their eyes, all of that, the way they stand, the way they look. You know, I'm not here to say that a person is part animal. I'm not saying these folks were reptiles, half human, half reptile, but these folks are acting like reptiles. And there's a lot of them out here. So just be careful. Because some of these folks, you might have met them in the desert. You might have met them when you was at your worst. But they might bring you even lower than that. They might bring you even lower than you were when you met them. So please be careful, people. These reptiles, they don't want you. They're going to drink your water. They want your river of life. They'll drink that. But they're not going to give you one drop of real nourishing water. They're not going to give you the elixir of life, shinobi. So you got to move in and out of the shadows. Just you and your dog. Just you and your magic. You and your beliefs. You and your knowledge. You can't bring them with you. They don't want to fly. You can't show them the way. They don't want to walk it. They're not interested in it. They want to hear about the way, but they're not really interested in walking it. They want to be looked at as somebody who sounds like they got it on the ball, but they don't really want to be on the ball. They just like the sound. They like the idea of being successful. They don't really want to succeed. They just like the idea of success. It's on them. It's not really in them. It may not be on them either. It may have just went past them. They may have chased it with a trend, chased it with a fad. They're not shinobi. They're not real ninja. They're not the clan of the black sand. They don't know the vanishing act. They ain't got the vanishing cream. They don't know how to be magnanimous. They too personal. They don't know how to be general. They're too polarized. They don't know how to be translucent. They're too grounded. They're too cemented to the 3D life. They don't know how to be transfigured. They transient. Not sentient. They're transient. Put it this way, the ones who are lighthearted and want to treat everybody good and want to make sure everybody's straight, they came from above. Because that's a higher way of thinking. To be more overarching with love and more of a guide. Not an overprotector, not overbearing, but just love in a simple form. Not expecting anything in return from the people that you bless, but receiving the reward inside from the feeling that you get from seeing somebody feel good, knowing that you blessed them, that you blissed them, that you gave them luck. But these folks that don't want to see that happen, they're not shinobi. They're not ninja masters. They want to serve under masters. They're looking for masters. Because they're not masters. Masters don't look for masters. Masters just happen to run into masters. Watch out, you know. These reptiles is looking for a leader. Reptile spirited, reptile hearted, these old lizard Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, you know what I mean? All that, you know. And I'm not even sure if turtles are reptiles, but it seemed like it is. They leather, and they got that hard shell. They're very hard-headed. This can happen to us. I've been the reptile, where I was hard-headed. I was in, in the underworld of life, so to speak. The underground, underworld, the darker parts of life. And just like a Ninja Turtle. Didn't know who to trust. It was rats giving out advice everywhere, leading us right to Shredder. So we had to bebop and rock steady and get up out of that thing and just move on to a whole nother playing field. You can read between the lines. You hear what I'm referencing. This is to be general, so that whatever level is on for you, you can watch out. You can see, because everybody talking about snakes. Some folks are snakes talking about snakes, and they on that double agent move. But we're talking about snakes for the sake of snakehood. We're not going mythological. We just taking principles. Like, these reptiles, they're very dark. No matter how they appear, they're very dry. No matter how charismatic they appear, there's a lot to them. So just keep your eyes out. Keep your ears open.